My name's Aurelian, and this is Roarlock, my Devil's Roarlocked account on a journey to accomplish as much as possible without ever leaving the most dangerous region in the Sea of Thieves. Last time I tried stacking Order of Souls loot, and after some mixed results, I turned in enough to get to level 48. Thing is, I'm still bitter about losing my second stack to that brig, so today I want to focus on PvP so that I'm better prepared for it in the future. In episode 1, I mentioned that one of my bucket list goals for the account is to reach class 50 legendary status for all ship milestone sets. And some of you may have realized that 2 of those sets are tied to the Sea of Thieves competitive matchmaking system known as Hourglass mode. Now, most people play Hourglass by using the war map to instantly dive to the first available match. But if I do that, I'll most likely surface in some part of the map that isn't the Devil's Roar, which would obviously break the main restriction I have for this account. So instead, I'll be using the other much less frequently used method for participating in Hourglass battles, which is to simply activate the Hourglass of Fate and wait for other players to invade my server. With this method, I'll be able to reach class 50 for both Hourglass faction milestone sets without ever having to leave the Roar. I'll be focusing on the Servants of the Flame faction today, and there are 2 good reasons for that. First, under normal circumstances, most people boost the golden XP they get in Hourglass by putting up the Reaper Emissary flag for the Servants faction and the Athena Emissary flag for the Guardians of Fortune. In my case, I can't ever leave the Roar and go to the Reaper's hideout to buy the Reaper flag, but I can buy the Athena flag when I eventually become a Pirate Legend, so I may as well hold off on the Guardians faction for now. As for the second reason, you may have noticed that the Diablo is sporting a new ship's crest that I unlocked by leveling up the Feared milestone set in the last episode, but the ship's crest I really want is the one you get from reaching class 40 in the Servants ship milestones. So, all the more reason to start with Servants. Alright, I'm supplied up and ready to start, but first there's one more part of my plan I need to explain. Every time I win an Hourglass match, there's a 20-minute cooldown before I'm able to get another match, and even then it might take longer depending on how busy the matchmaking queue is. So, in between matches, I'll be doing some gold hoarder voyages and piling up the loot. If I keep winning and manage to hit grade 5 emissary, I'll sell my loot and get some bonus gold hoarder levels, since I still need to get that to level 50 to become a Pirate Legend. But even if I lose a match and lose all the loot, the voyages I completed still count towards progressing the Grace Under Fire ship trinket, and maxing that out by completing 300 voyages in the Roar is another one of my bucket list items. Solo sloop Hourglass can be pretty unforgiving, so I'll definitely lose my fair share of matches, but at least with this strategy, it won't be a total loss. Okay, here we go, Hourglass up, and I'll start the first gold hoarder voyage while I wait. Oh, perfect timing, here comes the first fight. Oh good, he wants a parallel. Always great to see. Immediately trying to board. Oh, got him. No way. Just missed it. Really, dude? Another reset after those 2 hits? 3 hits? God damn it. Yes! There it is. That's what I needed. There we go. Okay, or not. Okay, let's keep him down. Just a bit more pressure and I'll be good to go. Things are looking pretty good for me here, right? Well, don't get your hopes up. Due to some poor decisions on my part, he eventually got his mast fixed and sailed off to reset, and about 10 minutes of trading shots later, a bad boarding attempt by me gave him the perfect window to chop my mast, and he soon followed that up by one-balling me when my water was already at mid-deck. But that's just how solo sloop Hourglass goes sometimes. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, okay, well, I just got here, but I guess here comes round 2. It is mast. Why are you running? We just got started. Maybe that's why. I hit a sail again. Yes. What? He fixed that? No way he fixed that. There it is. Absolutely nailing this guy. I just need to fix up long enough to go board him. Okay. Nope, that did it. Sweet. Didn't even need to board him. Okay, so at this point, I have a few options for how to proceed from here. If I want to play it safe, I can turn in the Hourglass value for this win and get some small but guaranteed progress in the milestone for gold earned from Hourglass value. On the other hand, each consecutive win I get without turning in adds a bit more to the amount of Hourglass value I gain for each win. In other words, turning in a 2-win streak gets me more gold than turning in a single win and then another single win. On top of that, if I manage to get a 4-win streak, that'll earn me faction champion status, which gets me a bonus level for free. If I lose a match while I'm trying for a streak though, I lose out on all of that potential Hourglass value, so it's a risk versus reward situation. I get some guaranteed progress from the milestones for battles completed, battles won, and guardianships sunk, but I can speed up that progress either moderately by turning in single wins or exponentially by going for higher win streaks. Obviously, I'm going to be a dumbass and gamble for 4 streaks even though I don't really have the skills to get them consistently, but if I can get even one 4 streak, I think it'll be well worth it. I forgot to grab my mast. He got mine too, that's alright. I can catch that. Good, he didn't catch his. But what? Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been setting a 20-minute timer after each win just to know when another invasion becomes possible. Okay, so I had a feeling this would happen. I saw this Reaper 5 on the map earlier, and I had a feeling he might go for me since I have Gold Hoarder Emissary, but it's a sloop, so I'm just going to take him on right away, not risk having him here when I have another fight going or when I'm just not expecting it. There is a good chance this is a duo sloop, but it's fine. Spoiler alert, it was a duo sloop, and it was very much not fine. And unfortunately, my next real match didn't go so well either. After getting a lucky 1 ball on me to start things off, my opponent forced me into a parallel. We got in close and he chopped my mast, but I let it fall for a second while I chopped his mast in retaliation. All that just for me to end up being the one in an extremely awkward position, and then he anchor-balled both of us for good measure. With both of us taking on water, I tried to board and kill him while he was bucketing, but when I had to go back and bucket to keep my own ship afloat, an unfortunate animation cancel led me to backsplash at the worst possible moment and cost me the game. The next fight started off rough because I had just arrived at the island for my voyage and hadn't properly parked, so my opponent got a bit of a head start. Then for some reason he decided to park at the island, and I eventually managed to circle behind him, chop his mast, fix my ship, and pepper him with cannonballs for a bit before going for a board attempt. Alright, let's go. Oh, on his crate. Ah. Oh, he's just now starting. What the hell? Oh, he actually sniped me, that bastard. I didn't even see I was one snipe. Oh, that's actually pretty brutal. That might cost me the game. Ooh, doesn't sound good. Oh, what a save. Don't feel like staying here. Yeah, you gotta bucket every once in a while. But hey, 1 win, 3 more to go. I've got at least 10 minutes left until this next fight, so I'm gonna go try a voyage at a big island, get a bit more treasure, and see how that goes. Hopefully I'll have enough time for it. Alright, sweet. Finish this with a good amount of time to spare. And there's the Golden Devil's Voyager commendation. That's for doing 5 Gold Hoarder voyages in the Roar. And since I already have the one for doing 5 Order of Souls voyages, there's the Master Devil's Voyager commendation. Okay, so those 2 commendations are one of the main reasons I've wanted to do these Gold Hoarder voyages. They get me the Master Devil's Voyager title, which is literally perfect for this account. I'm definitely going to equip that one forever. But also they unlock all the Forsaken Ashes cosmetics and equipment from the Outpost shops. So next time I head to Mara's Peak, I'll have a bunch of stuff to buy. There we go. Now this looks like a proper fight. Oh, killed him. I'm gonna have to go for some chains here just to capitalize while he's gone. Got one. There it is. Not looking good for him. That's what I thought you'd do. And dead again. I don't think I'll even have to board on this one. Let's get some scatter shot commendations while we're at it, you know. Oh, there it is. 2 streak, alright. Things are looking better. Let's go. Feel like we're still a bit far, my guy. It's okay though, waste those cannonballs, I don't mind. That was close. Yes. Both of mine hit. Yes. Seriously, dude? No. There he goes. Hey, don't run out of the roar, man. I need you to stay within these boundaries. He's still running. What the hell? I thought he was coming back to fight again. Oh my god, man, anytime. There we go. That did it. Yes. The 1 ball. Alright, that is a 3 streak right there. 1 more and I can turn in. Yes, and there's grade 5. I'm gonna try to turn in this loot, but my 20-minute timer is up, so I could get another match at any second. There it is. Final fight. Whew, I'm not nervous, you're nervous. Oh, he's one of those? No way. Let me just stop right here and save you guys the pain of watching the rest of this fight. When I said he's one of those, what I meant was that he's the type of player who goes full sail in a circle and sends constant boarding attempts, with the end goal being to get on board and kill me so he can sail my ship out of bounds to win. Sure enough, that's exactly what this guy did for 30 minutes. I fucking hate this guy. It's a tough strategy to fight because the constant ladder guarding you have to do makes it difficult to get in position to shoot the enemy ship, let alone try to take their mast down while they're sailing in a circle at full speed. There's this fucking ship. After his 6th failed boarding attempt, I eventually just stopped recording to save hard drive space. But of course, he eventually got on and managed to kill me. Then when I respawned, I immediately dropped my own anchor to stop him from running my ship out of bounds, only to see that I had just parked my ship in the range of an erupting volcano. And let me tell you, that volcano did its absolute best to screw me over for the rest of the fight, usually at the worst possible moments. Needless to say, the match didn't last much longer after that. People are kind of the worst sometimes. Alright, well, unsuccessful first day. On the bright side, like I said, even just doing Hourglass battles, even if I lose, still gets me some milestones. There we go, 9. Alright, cool. 41 to go. Hopefully tomorrow goes a bit better. I'm pissed that guy won that. He did not deserve that. Alright, well, yesterday wasn't great, but today Roarlock's got a hot new look and some nice new equipment and weapons since I unlocked all the Forsaken Ashes stuff, so hopefully that'll give me some better luck. Day 2 was honestly nothing special, so here's a summary in an effort to keep this episode's runtime under an hour. I won my first match after putting a million holes in them and boarding, then was gifted a second win by a lost farmer, after which I lost the third match when the guy got an unfortunate board on me and killed me while I was panic bucketing. In the next match, I got one balled at just the wrong moment and my ship sank right as I respawned. I won the following match, but at this point the matchmaking queue was so dead that I managed to get all the way to grade 5 emissary and sell the loot, and buy myself the cutthroat cannon flare. An hour and a half after that first win, I finally got another match, but it was yet another lost farmer. I went on to finish my emissary quest and turn it in, but after waiting nearly 30 minutes past the 20-minute cooldown between matches, I decided to just turn in my 2 streak and call it a night. I finished the day at level 22 gold hoarders and class 19 servant, and hey, all the sinking I've been doing also got my ill-fated milestones to class 30, so that's something, I guess. Day 3 was basically more of the same. My first match was against a player with some unconventional tactics, to say the least, but those tactics proved to be his downfall, granting me an easy win. I then got matched against the very same player, and this time his tactics were even more unconventional. After I chopped his mast, he randomly said "you win" in the chat, so I put a few more holes in his ship to be safe and then stopped to conserve cannonballs. Unfortunately, I guess he quit the game before his ship finished sinking, so the fight ended without actually awarding me the win. To top that off, after hitting grade 5 emissary and turning in all my loot and then selling some nice fish that I found in a random rowboat, a galleon rolled up on me while I was doing my emissary quest, and although the fight started off promising, I eventually got overwhelmed by everything I needed to do, and one of them boarded and killed me right as I drifted into their cannon range. I did respawn underneath the nearby island after my ship sank though, so that was kinda cool. After getting set up again, I won my first match thanks to an early cannonball kill that gave me time to chop their mast, put some holes in their ship, and board them to finish the fight. In my next match, the guy immediately put up sails while I put a bunch of holes in his ship, and then he went for a boarding attempt and missed, which didn't really end well for him. But sadly, after that win, I managed to finish off grade 5 emissary and complete my emissary quest without ever getting another match, so once again I decided to call it there. Turning in those 2 wins put me at class 25, exactly halfway to my goal. Day 4 started off a little rough. My first match was against a guy who insisted on resetting after every minor clash. I mean, in this clip, he literally dropped sails despite landing several shots on me before I had even fired one. After a while, he decided to board and managed to actually kill me, and although I killed him after I respawned, he ultimately got the last laugh when I realized as I was pulling away that he had dropped my main supply crate and a bunch of my treasure into the water. I tried to circle back around to get it, but he kept me busy long enough for me to lose track of it entirely. Eventually, my missing crate and like 20 minutes of his full sail tactics led to both of us running out of supplies. We delayed the inevitable for a bit with some floating barrels, but eventually my mast was down and I had no wood to repair it, so I just started sending constant boards despite having a few holes in my ship. I eventually managed to get on board, killed him, and watched the water finally fill his boat, only to see the banner announce that my ship had sunk first by a mere second. After that debacle, my next match started, and little did I know how hectic things were about to get. He wants a parallel. I will not give that to him. Okay. Apparently one of those killed him. Is that enough? No, it wasn't. Well, with any luck, he didn't see that hit. Yeah, he's immediately shooting again. There we go. He's gonna have to stop shooting at some point. Really? A fucking Wraith Ball, bro? There we go, I'm finally behind him. This guy's got me working overtime, man. Oh, not again. Come on, you bastard. Oh. Okay, this might not be entirely a bad thing. Ooh. Okay, okay, this is it. Bad start. Yes! Oh my god. That was extremely close. Holy shit. My ship is so broken. Whew.